Right now on the CBS3 Duluth Live at 5, Congressman Pete Stauber hosts a community conversation in Aurora on mining. We break down his message. Plus, we hear from Minnesota lawmakers on how they plan to use relief money around the state. And we update you on the trial of Derek Chauvin as jury selection continues.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good evening. I'm John Cardinale. Thanks for joining us. Kristen is off tonight. Congressman Pete Stauber joined a roundtable discussion on the Iron Range earlier today. And CBS3's Emma Quinn joins us live from outside the Aurora Community Center where the event was held. Emma, what can you tell us about today's event?
So, John, 8th Congressional District Representative Pete Stauber got community input on the mining industry, and he hopes to bring those goals and comments back to Washington, D.C. Now, Stauber and community members discussed mining critical minerals here on the Iron Range and how they could set an example for the rest of the industry across the country. The discussion comes after what Stauber called the Biden administration's attack on mineral and energy development in Minnesota and nationwide. Meanwhile, Stauber said he's willing to work with any administration as long as they follow the science.
Remember, the Trump administration talked about their critical minerals executive order. That was an emergency executive order to say critical minerals are a big part of our mining industry. And all indications are that the Biden administration is going to be thinking the same way.
Stauber was recently named the Republican leader on the House Natural Resources Subcommittee on Energy and Mineral Resources. Now, John Stauber says he hopes that the labor laws and environmental protection laws we have here in northeastern Minnesota will attract more people to the Iron Range as well as continue to grow the mining industry up here.
All right, thank you, Emma. And Congressman Stauber announced yesterday he has no plans to run for governor, saying he's laser focused on the congressional 8th district. Those protesting the Enbridge Line 3 replacement project are getting support this week from activist and actress Jane Fonda.
That company, Enbridge, it's a foreign company. It's bringing oil from Canada.
Fonda posted this video to Instagram this morning during her 2-day visit to the project site in northern Minnesota. She's joining the Ojibwe water protectors and calling for officials to halt the project. The group claims the project is violating civil rights and constitutional rights. And just last Thursday, Enbridge announced it has completed 50% of the project. More than 20 federal, states, and local permits and approvals were needed prior to the construction of the pipeline. Today, President Biden announced that a familiar face is joining his administration to manage the implementation of his nearly $2 trillion COVID relief bill. The announcement comes as various administration officials hit the road to sell the massive package on what they're calling the Help Is Here tour. Skylar Henry is at the White House with more.
Good afternoon.
President Joe Biden has tapped Gene Sperling to oversee the implementation of his $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan. 100
million shots in people's arms will have been completed within the next 10 days, and 100 million checks in people's pockets in the next 100 days.
Sperling previously served as the director of the National Economic Council under both the Clinton and Obama administrations.
Together, we're going to make sure that the benefits of the American Rescue Plan go out quickly and directly to the American people where they belong.
Monday, the White House also kicked off what it's calling the Help Is Here tour, with top officials fanning out across the country, selling the key points of the American Rescue Plan.
We are going to safely open schools.
First Lady Jill Biden visited a New Jersey elementary school. Vice President Kamala Harris and the second gentleman are spending part of the week in the West, starting in Las Vegas with a visit to a vaccination site.
You all are the heroes of this moment.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg highlighted the vaccine supply chain at a UPS facility in Maryland.
We wanted to make sure to draw attention to the critically important work that goes on before we're even able to get a shot.
Tuesday, President Biden and Vice President Harris will focus on small businesses. The president will head to Pennsylvania while the vice president goes to Denver, Colorado. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
The White House says Wednesday's theme is school funding, with the First Lady traveling to New Hampshire and the second gentleman traveling to New Mexico. On Friday, the president and vice president are slated to appear together in Atlanta to highlight the stimulus payments. Some Americans have already received their direct deposit over the weekend. And here in Minnesota, top lawmakers are excited to put new federal relief dollars to good use. The governor and lieutenant governor were joined by U.S. Senators Amy Klobuchar and Tina Smith at the Mall of America this morning. The Democratic leaders praised the passage of the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan, which in part delivers funding for the state's COVID vaccine response. Klobuchar believes this money provides a new hope for Minnesotans, something she also stated during her trip to Duluth on Sunday.
Liked what the mayor of Duluth said. We see this as a lighthouse. There is a lighthouse in front of us that's blinking good things for our country. If we keep our act together, we're going to see that lighthouse and things are going to be back to normal.
The state is expecting to receive nearly $2.6 billion from the legislation. $2.1 billion is on its way to Minnesota cities and counties. And as a reminder, today at noon, some COVID-19 restrictions were loosened here in Minnesota. Governor Tim Walz announced the changes on Friday, nearly a year after the first safety restrictions were put in place. Small businesses will be among those impacted by the lessened restrictions. Bars and restaurants can now allow up to 75% occupancy with a limit of 250 people. Salons and barbershops have no occupancy limit, but social distancing guidelines remain in place. Gyms, fitness centers, and pool occupancy has increased to 50%, and outdoor classes can increase to 50 people. Youth sports and other social gatherings have also increased to 50 people outdoors. Religious services will have no occupancy limits, but social distancing is required. A second round of loosened restrictions for outdoor venues will come April 1st. And as part of lifting those restrictions, organizers of the Duluth Air Show say the event will take to the skies this summer. Up to 10,000 people can attend the Duluth Air Show per day this summer, and organizers say the air show places a high priority on the safety of its performers and spectators and will continue to work closely with the state to ensure compliance with all mandates, including mask wearing and social distancing. The air show is expected to take place at the end of June. Also in Minnesota news tonight, jury selection is entering its second week in the murder trial of Derek Chauvin. 9 jurors have been chosen so far to hear evidence in Chauvin's trial. The makeup so far includes 6 men and 3 women. 5 are white, 1 is mixed race, 2 are black, and 1 is Hispanic. Attorneys will continue to process of questioning jurors one by one tomorrow. They need to pick 14 people, 12 will deliberate, and 2 will be alternates. And the attorney for George Floyd's family says the $27 million settlement by the city of Minneapolis is the largest pretrial civil rights settlement ever. The attorney said Friday the settlement, quote, sends a powerful message that black lives do matter and police brutality against people of color must end. Shifting gears now from state news, we have Dave with state weather. Dave, what's it looking like out there right now?
For us here in our region, it's very calm. We're getting a little bit cloudy, and that's because of wilder weather to the south, down around the border with Iowa and Minnesota and southern Wisconsin. Big storm system down there. But up here, we're sitting fairly pretty. Here's a live look at what's going on in Ashland. And yeah, we don't see too much excitement on the streets, but the sky is a little bit gray. That's the cloud tops of the big storm system blowing up into our region. And there's a chance a little bit of light snow will blow up from that system towards our area. About a 40% chance east central Minnesota will get a trace to an inch tonight. Wisconsin and the UP. North of Duluth, maybe straight up 0. Higher pressure is keeping that bigger storm system at bay, and so our short-term forecast looks this way. 30 to 40% chance for light snow tonight, becoming mostly cloudy but calm for much of Tuesday. And after Tuesday, higher pressure settles again for a long stretch. Could be sunny and warm, and we'll talk about that with the 7-day in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, 2 dog parks in Duluth are closed due to the warm and muddy conditions. We'll tell you which ones as we go around the Northland after the break.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
I protect this house every time I step on the ice. J3 Insurance protects my house, my family, and everything important to me 24/7. Visit or call J3 Insurance today and protect what matters to you.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book. And as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's annuity do's and don'ts for baby boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-816-8219. That's 800-816-8219.
For over 20 years, Breeze Roofing has been totally dedicated to getting the job done right, and done right now. We pride ourselves on being the highest quality exterior remodelers in the area. Call Breeze for all your roofing needs.
I hail from Canada, but I'm not a hockey player. I came here for soccer, but my journey at UWS has turned into much more than just an athletic endeavor. I have a lot to thank the professors for allowing me the opportunity to have confidence in myself, whether it's on the field or in the classroom or on the campus, and I think that I really flourished. For me, my experience at UWS has truly allowed me to connect with who I am. You know, for such a small campus, I think it offers such a big experience. The name Superior truly fits this institution.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look over the city tonight as a few flurries are expected to make their way into the region overnight. Dave will be in just a few minutes with the forecast, but first, let's take a look around the region. A brewery in Michigan is celebrating their 4th anniversary, and the Shamrock Shuffle returns to Hayward this weekend. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We begin in Duluth, where despite potential flurries tonight, things seem to be warming up, and due to melting and wet conditions, the Jean Duluth and Keene Creek dog parks will be temporarily closed today. All other parks are open at this time, but City of Duluth staff will monitor park conditions. Entrances have been locked and signs will be posted as the parks are closed or reopened. And next we head to Ironwood, Michigan, where Cold Iron Brewing is celebrating their 4th anniversary this week. To kick things off, they'll debut 3 new brews, and on Wednesday they will release their new Cold Iron Sessions with a pre-recorded live performance from Clean Cut Kyle and the Long Hairs on their Facebook page. The set was performed in their tap room. Also starting Wednesday, all merchandise will be 50% off through Sunday. And we wrap up tonight in Hayward, Wisconsin with some fun events to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. The Shamrock Shuffle 5K and 1K race hosted by the Hayward Business District is back. The walk run will begin this Saturday at 10 a.m. Early registration along with day of registration for teams or individuals is available. In partnership with the Northern Nerd, they will also be hosting their first ever Lucky Charms eating contest. That contest will be limited to the first 50 entrants. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, leaders at the Vatican passed down a controversial decision today. More on their announcement after the break.
After 50s on Saturday, things fell back towards normal on Sunday, and today straight on normal for the high, 34 versus 34. We will start to warm up again as early as tomorrow, but in between tonight, there's a chance for some light snow. Could be the last bit for a spell, and we'll talk about how long that'll be coming up right after the break.
Wash your hands.
Wear a mask.
Mantén distancia.
Stay home when you're sick.
Slow the spread.
We can do this together.
For 6 days only, Home Furniture has put everything on sale, and you can finance it free for 6 years. 6 days of savings, 6 years, 0 interest financing. The 646 sale, only at Home Furniture.
I am a nurse,
A firefighter.
A college student.
a mother, and I am an American soldier. I will always be ready
For every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors
my family.
And my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Across the country,
The world changed in an instant, but at MediaCom, we were ready. And as internet traffic increased, we never slowed down. Schools and businesses went virtual, and we powered a new reality. For more than 20 years, we've been building a future-ready network to keep you ahead of it all. And now, MediaCom will be among the first to take you to 10G. We're making the next giant leap forward in internet technology and taking you further than you can imagine.
Get local vaccine information all at CBS3Duluth.com.
It's BOGO time. Buy one rug at sale price and get another rug free at Homeworld Rugs. Mix and match from over 30 patterns and up to 11 sizes. Rug experts in every showroom can help you find the perfect rug. Buy one, get one rug free. Now in all home furniture locations.
You're on the boat at RJ Sporting Side.
Coming up tonight at 6, it's week 2 of the Derek Chauvin trial. How many jurors still need to be seated?
And weather-wise, there's a chance for a little light snow coming our way after midnight tonight, bubbling up from the south. I'll talk about totals at 6.
CBS3 Weather is brought to you by Economy Garages. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, let's talk about today's high temperatures, because after spiking on Saturday, they fell back to normal. It didn't fall fast enough for me to get one last ride in on my old snowmobile in Cotton, because I went there Sunday to check it out. Temperatures were all right when they fell back into the 30s, but the snow's just about gone. So if you have any snow right now, it probably won't last much longer, because as early as tomorrow, we start to warm up again towards the 50s by the weekend. But high temps today ran from 40 in Hibbing to 44 for International Falls to the 34 we mentioned at the airport in Duluth, 35 Ashland, 38 for our friends in Ironwood. So a lot of towns close to normal today, but will become warmer than normal again. Like I mentioned, by tomorrow afternoon, and in between is about an 8-hour chance for a little light snow tonight, which we talk about after the current conditions. 32 degrees at Duluth Airport, 56% for the relative humidity. Easterly wind 13 miles per hour, could run a range of 5 to 15 overnight. Air pressure at the surface a little on the higher side at 30.17 inches of mercury. But the big storm system to the south is blowing at cloud tops up towards our area, creating clouds and a slight chance for a little bit of light snow for us. Around the border with Iowa, it's going to be fairly heavy, but up here, if we get a trace to an inch, that's going to be about it. Current temps, mid to upper 30s in the Upper Peninsula, looking at a range all the way from 32 in Ashland to 41 in Solon Springs for our friends in Wisconsin. Minnesota numbers as cool as 30 up the Gunflint Trail and as warm as 41 towards Evelyn, Virginia and the other Quad Cities. And Big Fork, of course, is beating that at 45. Temperatures tomorrow should join Big Fork towards the 40s and then 50s by the weekend coming up. So late season snowmobilers, I don't see any hope for us this week, but we still have about 6 weeks of snow chances left. It could pay off. For those hoping for spring, well, hopefully it won't pay off. And higher pressure, at least slightly higher pressure, is keeping that bigger system at bay down towards the south. And again, some of that heavier snow may try to creep up towards the Twin Cities, but here, east central Minnesota, head of the lakes, Wisconsin, Michigan, that's where we have the chance for the trace to the inch or so. Up north of Duluth, this low may not reach in at all. And once we get into tomorrow afternoon and towards midweek, fresh high pressure will dry us up, clear us up, and warm us up as well. But tonight, yeah, there's a chance for a trace to an inch or so of snow, as I mentioned. North of Duluth, maybe nothing at all, maybe a tenth in Two Harbors, but 2/10 from the Twin Ports down to maybe an inch straight up for Hinckley, and maybe a third of an inch around Hayward. So it's not a huge deal in our area, but still travel cautiously. Could be enough to slick up the roadways just a little bit. Tonight in Minnesota, with that slight light snow chance, low temps will go anywhere from 19 up the Gunflint Trail to 30 down around Park Point. For Wisconsin and Michigan, the low temps there, narrow band of 24 to 26. And of course, we all get that slight light snow chances I've been harping about here, which starts to go away tomorrow, mostly cloudy in the afternoon with Wisconsin, Michigan highs in the lower 40s. Minnesota numbers will run a range of about 38 to 42, mostly cloudy sky and a gentle east wind. For the week ahead, we start to shake off the clouds by Wednesday, and then we stay sunny all the way through Saturday, and by Saturday we warm back up towards 52 degrees, John. So again, my 1980 Yamaha is probably going to sit under the tarp and perhaps goes back into storage, because that may vaguely be all she wrote for snow this week, except for another slight chance of rain showers next Sunday. But tonight's snow, that's about it. But then again, next week, after this one, just might change. Because, again, I don't think we're out of the woods for snow chances until at least early May.
So maybe some more full spring-like weather this weekend, and who knows, coming next week.
Yeah, so enjoy the short term while you can. Live it up, because tomorrow it may snow.
Sounds good. Thanks, Dave. In an effort to get ahead of schedule, the Soo Locks will open 12 hours early this year. The 2021-22 Great Lakes shipping season will get underway at noon on Wednesday, March 24th. The early opening is due to requests from the shipping industry to ensure raw materials reach their customers in a timely manner. Workers are already working to re-water the pole lock, the system's largest lock, in preparation for next week's opening. For a record-tying 5th time, Dallas CV has won the Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race. He and his team of sled dogs finished the race this morning in Alaska. The shortened race took 7 days, 14 hours, 8 minutes, and 57 seconds. The race is normally 1,000 miles, but was shortened this year to 850 miles because of the pandemic. Duluthian Gunnar Johnson had to bow out of the race after testing positive for COVID-19. Bear Grease runner-up Ryan Reddington is currently in 7th place. The Vatican issued a controversial message today saying the Catholic Church can't bless same-sex unions. CBS's Tina Kraus reports from London.
The Vatican has announced the Catholic Church cannot give its blessing to same-sex unions. Writing, God does not and cannot bless sin. He blesses sinful man so that he may recognize that he is part of his plan of love and allow himself to be changed by him.
None of us like the term sin, but that's the business of the church.
CBS News Vatican consultant Father Anthony Figueiredo says the Vatican decree is a strong affirmation of traditional church doctrine.
If we bless a union, we're actually putting them on a par with marriage. That, for the church, is outside what God intended in creation.
Figueiredo says Pope Francis has gone further than any other pontiff in welcoming and accepting people with homosexual inclinations. But when priests came to the Vatican to clarify if blessing same-sex unions is allowed, the answer was no.
He's saying, yes, everyone is welcome, but when it goes against God's laws, then it becomes sinful.
Pope Francis added this was not unjust discrimination, but rather a clarification of the liturgical rite of marriage. In some countries like the U.S. and Germany, parish priests had already begun blessing same-sex unions. Tina Kraus, CBS News.
Francis DiBernardo, executive director of New Ways Ministry, an LGBTQ-centered Catholic ministry, says the Vatican decree was disappointing but not surprising. Catholics, he said, will continue to find creative ways to bless the couples they love and support. Still to come, nominees for the 93rd annual Oscars were announced this morning, and with the announcements came a lot of historic firsts. More on those after the break.
Your aviation career is ready for takeoff. Join us for Lake Superior College's Aviation Open House on Friday, March 19, 3 to 6 p.m. Tour LSC's Center for Advanced Aviation and learn about exciting programs like Professional Pilot and Aviation Maintenance Technician. RSVP today.
At Economy Garages, we build made to order. All the way from here to the Canadian border. We'll take all your rough ideas, turn them into your dreams. Economy of labor and time is what we're all about. Built right and priced right. No need to worry, we'll come to the site. Call Economy Garages when you want it done right.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. It's time to welcome the new year with the bath of your dreams. With our Say Goodbye to 2020 sale, we're offering 20% off labor, 20% off material, and no interest, no payment, and zero down until 2022. All of our products are backed with the Good Housekeeping seal of approval and a lifetime warranty. For a free estimate, call us today or visit us online at bathplanet.com. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
We know it's hard to stay away from family and friends, but we're all in this together. Carleton County and the Senior Linkage Line are here with free or low-cost services to help you stay safe, sound, and supported. If you or someone you care for could use some help, please contact Minnesota's Senior Linkage Line today. Together, we can help older Minnesotans and their families and caregivers connect to local services to get the help they need.
It's snow removal season, and there's never been a better time to get into a John Deere compact utility tractor from Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment, the local leader for the world's best tractors. Unbeatable financing, like 0% for 60 months, and additional cash savings up to $2,500. Let us get you into the right John Deere today. Get a $500 bonus when you trade in your competitor, and get more done in a John Deere. Visit any one of our Northland locations or learn more at northlandlawnsport.com.
You'll love the road ahead when you drive the 2021 Subaru Impreza. Standard EyeSight driver assist technology gives you an extra set of eyes on the road to help keep the journey safe. And the Impreza is a smart choice down the road. The 2021 Impreza. More than a car, it's a Subaru.
Lease a new 2021 Subaru Impreza for $219 a month during the Subaru A Lot to Love event going on now.
I'm Dave. This is Calvin. Welcome to the neighborhood.
You mind if I cut in? I'm trying to spice Mondays up for everybody.
Let's get this party started. Bring your friends.
What was that?
I was expressing my enthusiasm.
Watch the neighborhood.
Watch. Have a show around.
I'm in.
Boom. Hard to wrap my head around.
Why's the bottle half empty?
I started celebrating early. Bring your
The day after music's biggest night, the Academy Awards announced their 93rd annual nominees. Nichelle Medina reports from Hollywood, where the Oscars has some nomination firsts and a black and white epic about old Hollywood leads the pack.
So shall I call you Herman? Please, call me Mac.
David Fincher's Hollywood epic Mank about Citizen Kane screenwriter Herman Mankiewicz leads the Oscar race with 10 nominations, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Actor for Gary Oldman.
I don't see your name in lights.
The late Chadwick Boseman picked up a posthumous Best Actor nomination for his role in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Rounding out the category are Riz Ahmed in Sound of Metal, Anthony Hopkins for The Father, and Stephen Young for Minari. Minari, The Father, Sound of Metal, and Mank will compete for Best Picture against Promising Young Woman, Nomadland, Judas and the Black Messiah, and The Trial of the Chicago 7.
I'm just houseless.
For the first time, two women, Nomadland's Chloe Zhao and Promising Young Woman's Emerald Fennell, are nominated for Best Director. They go up against Lee Isaac Chung for Minari, Fincher, and Thomas Vinterberg for another round. This year's slate of acting nominees is more diverse than ever, with 9 of 20 acting nominations going to people of color, including Viola Davis. The Oscar winner becomes the most nominated black actress ever, picking up her 4th nomination for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. She'll face off in the Best Actress category against Andra Day for The People vs. Billie Holiday, Carey Mulligan from Promising Young Woman, Nomadland's Frances McDormand, and Vanessa Kirby for Pieces of a Woman. Nichelle Medina, CBS News, Hollywood.
The Academy Awards will happen on Sunday, April 25th. No word yet on who will host the historic night. And we'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. If you're 50 or older, ask your doctor about screening options.
For 6 days only, Home Furniture has put everything on sale, and you can finance it free for 6 years. 6 days of savings, 6 years, 0 interest financing. The 646 sale, only at Home Furniture.
We switched.
I switched to Chevy.
We switched.
I switched for more room. I switched for my family. For adventure.
We love our Chevy.
I switched to Chevy.
With an impressive lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs, it's no wonder people are switching to Chevy year after year.
I'm never switching back.
Get a $4,250 cash allowance on all 2021 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series tractor is the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. for over 10 years. Powerful Kubota diesel engine, ease of operation, and your choice of a dependable Kubota gear or HST transmission. The durable Kubota L-Series tractor. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo.
serves you better than Lulich Implement.
Stone Countertop Outlet has thousands of slabs in stock. Every single one has a high-res photo online, making virtual design consultations easy. Visit stonecountertopoutlet.com or our new Superior showroom.
Local news and local weather here on CBS3.
Now at Home Sleep Express, get $300 off Tempur-Pedic's most premium mattresses. Plus, get no interest financing for 6 years, free delivery, setup, and a 120-day comfort guarantee. $300 off Lux Adapt, Pro Breeze, and Lux Breeze at Home Sleep Express.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men, celebrating 30 years in business in 2021 with 30% off store-wide. Downtown Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Monday evening. A little gloomy out there. Before we go, let's take a look back at today's top stories and see what's coming up tonight at 6. Tonight at 5, Congressman Pete Stauber spoke at a roundtable event today saying he hopes to increase mining jobs on the Iron Range. And tonight at 6, some Two Harbors residents have been saddled with an extraordinarily high bill for natural gas. We hear from concerned residents and the city about how they're going to handle this. And that's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next, and we'll see you back here tonight at 6.